What's good? It's your boy K Fuego back with another YouTube video. So this video is gonna be about body game will make you realize how much potential you have. See, a lot of men, they'll never get to where they want to be because they're not at least trying to fix their health. You feel me? Like, bro, regardless of the fact if you want to get lean or not, if you have a fat stomach, if you look down or if you try to tie your shoes and you start breathing heavy, bro, those are clear signs that you need to lose weight and you're overweight. Now, everybody doesn't want to have the lean, muscular look. I recommend that you try to get down to 15, 10% body fat with muscle mass. But some people, they're just not strong minded. And that's the thing. A lot of men specifically, they let things take over their mind, consume their brains, hijack their minds. And by the time you know it, years pass by and they wonder what they've done with their life. Now, a lot of men, of course, they go through issues, they go through heartaches, job situations, family, breakups, but that doesn't define you. That's just a situation that you went through. You feel me? Majority of the men I know, they've been through crazier situations than me, and I learned from their situations. Like, for example, a dude could have like multiple baby mamas, and you would think he'll stop getting more baby mamas, but he'll end up with the next wife or end up with the next girl or whatever, not even making her his wife or whatever. Not saying that you got to make them your wife, but you're just popping kids out everywhere, and then you're taking the risk of them possibly putting you on child support if things get bad, or if you lose your job, you're not making any more money no more. They'll just throw you on child support just so they can make sure that they have funds for the kids and whatnot. And that's a lot of struggle. That's some struggles that a lot of men go through. Like, they get with the wrong chick, they thought everything was perfect, and then when they have kids, they see a 360. They see the women change or postpartum depression, so the woman is not into the relationship no more. She feels like she's not loved anymore. You're not validating her enough. So all of those things play as a part as to why men feel like they have to get comfortable and just stay fat for the rest of their lives. Now, for example, if you and your girl, y'all were going to the gym together, y'all are in shape, and then boom, she has a kid, and then postpartum depression hits, and then she falls off. You know, it's up to her, of course, to get back in shape. But if you're with her, of course, you're gonna want to encourage her and let her know, like, hey, I don't want you to get over this percent body fat. You don't want to be over this percent body fat. Clearly, you're overweight. So let's do something about it to get to our desired body. And that's gonna take some uncomfortable situations. Now, cool. Everybody doesn't want to get in shape and get lean, like I said, but you should at least be working towards fixing your health, because nobody wants insulin resistance, nobody wants type 2 diabetes, nobody wants hypertension, high blood pressure, nobody wants to be pre-diabetic, and nobody wants to die early. So if you take the steps now, whatever age you are now, you could be in a way better situation, way better predicament a couple months from now, a year from now, 2 years from now. But if you're just thinking about it and not actually applying those steps and not going hands on in the field, then how do you expect for yourself to become better as a person physically, to get in shape, to fix your health, to be able to sleep better, not have no blood pressure, not have no crazy diabetes or diseases or disorders with your body? You have to take those steps to be uncomfortable to get to your desired goal. And a lot of men, bro, they just give up or they just get comfortable where they're at. Now, I used to be one of those people. I got comfortable, got up all the way to 230 pounds. And I'm going to keep reaffirming this to let you guys know, like, everybody doesn't think that they're going to get fat one day. That's the reality of it. Now, if you're fat since you're a kid, clearly that's signs that you're overeating. And you could blame your parents. You could say your parents were stuffing you with food throughout your whole childhood life. But you had to take those steps to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. You had to eat those food to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, elementary, middle school, high school kind of helped us because we were constantly walking through class to class and from class, had physical education. We had electives in high school. Eventually, things started like ramping up. You had more physical activity if you did extracurricular activities after school. So you kind of like, even if you were fat, you were kind of like working towards to becoming the best version of yourself. Now, doesn't matter if you were the starting position on the team or whatnot, but still you're at least putting in the same amount of work that everybody did. Like when I was a freshman in high school, I was like 170, skinny as shit, no muscle. Then I started freshman football, and I went for a receiver. I went for running back, and then they put me at receiver. So when I would be doing the receiver drills, yo, that shit would be hard as fuck, bro. Got a little candy right here. That shit would be hard as fuck, bro. And then they had a thing called OP, like over punishment. If somebody's slacking or if other players are fucking up on the team and shit, they'll make us do OP. Bear crawling the practice field, 100 yards and back, just bear crawling. Just doing crazy, intense workouts, putting us through that pain, putting us through that uncomfortable, like, situation. Call it stress, whatever you want to call it, but it was uncomfortable. Nobody wanted to do it. And every time somebody gave up, the coach would be like, hell nah, y'all gonna do more. If the lineman keeps falling on the ground, or if this dude over there keeps slacking, laughing around and shit, y'all gonna be out here all day. And literally, the coaches didn't give a shit. They did give a shit about us, but they really didn't give a shit when it came to punishment. They wanted to let us know, like, yo, we could work y'all asses and make y'all feel this pain, make y'all feel this burn. So I get it. That's what makes you stronger, more confident, and more conditioned in whatever sport you're doing. But a lot of men, they avoided that. Even in high school, a lot of dudes, you'll come across them, you'll ask them if they did any sports in high school, or at least try to like learn something, go to band class, something. And they never did it. Now, I'm not saying just because they didn't do physical activity that they're less of a person than us, but it's the simple fact that when it's time for them to realize, like, yo, I got fat as fuck, I got to get in shape, and muscle memory isn't kind of there for them to like really lock in. So they're starting from ground zero. That's why I salute the dudes who never had no experience with working out, getting in shape, none of that. They're probably fat, or they're just probably like 16 to 20% body fat. And you know, they locked in, they stay consistent, fixed their nutrition, got rest, water, strength train 4 or 5 times a week, and they locked in. I salute those dudes more than the actual dudes that were athletes in high school. And fast forward 10 years later, because I graduated 2016, now they're fat as shit. Because they understand, people that was athletes in high school, y'all understand the pain, y'all understand the conditioning, y'all understand the over punishment, y'all understand all of these things, and you decide to let yourself go. Things are going to happen in your life each and every day, bro. You got bills, you got debt, you got kids if you have kids, family, emergency situations. But that doesn't stop or negate the fact that you just let yourself go, start eating like a junkie, getting fat as hell, and then by the time you're in your 40s and 50s, you realize, what the hell did I do with my life? Can I reverse this? Now, of course, if you put in the work, stay consistent, and lock in, you can reverse at any time. But why didn't you just start that beforehand instead of making those excuses? People have, and here's the thing, a lot of people will be like, oh, ever since this family member passed away, I don't ever argue with that, bro, because you never know what somebody's going through when their family member passes away. Like, that can make somebody change and do a whole 360. They might not have the courage to work out anymore. They might not have the courage to do anything. All they want to do is just stay in a room all day, sleep, eat, drink, and just think about their loved ones. So those people, I give them the benefit of the doubt. When it's ready for them to go, and once they've mentally fixed their mind to where they're not constantly letting things set them back, regardless of the fact if somebody passed away, they're not letting that set them back. They're actually improving themselves, getting better, understanding that everybody has their time and their day to go. And then they can lock in. So I give those people the grace. But for the people that were in high school, always athletic, always doing sports, starters, and then now you see them 5-10 years later and they're fat as shit, and then they're trying to blame the kids that they had, their baby mama, saying, oh, they don't have time, they work full-time jobs, 80 hours a week. But 9 times out of 10, bro, it takes you 10, 15, probably 20 minutes to drive to your job, another 10, 15, 20 minutes to get home. 40 minutes in total, 20, 30 minutes in total. You can use those same 20, 40 minutes to dedicate that to a high intensity workout. Strength train, get you some dumbbells, buy some on Amazon. You know, go to the gym, get a membership. If you're introverted and you don't like being around a lot of people, get some dumbbells, get some equipment, do it at home. and start from scratch, bro. There's no excuses for men to be out of shape in 2026 in this day and age, bro. If you're out of shape, bro, you're just doing a disservice to yourself. You're getting obese. Your health is declining rapidly when you should be healthy within these youthful years. So I just encourage every man, like, yo, stop being lazy, bro. Stop being unproductive, bro. Stop blaming your kids, the next person, your baby mother, your ex. Stop blaming all of these people for the situation that you're in, bro. It's because of you that you're fat. It's because of you that you're out of shape. It's because of you that you have no goals, no purpose. You don't have no finances in your bank account, nothing. It's because of you, bro. So as long as you lock in, bro, you do the consistent things every day and take your rest, follow the nutrition correctly, lift the weights progressively, overload. You take these steps, bro, you're going to be farther than most people in society, bro. You're going to be living a healthier, better life. The confidence is going to kick in, and you're just going to be locked in, bro. And you're going to look at people different, and you're going to understand, like, I was wasting my time. I was wasting my life this whole time. But as soon as I locked in, got a physical shape, fixed my finances, credit is good, debt is cleared, everything went smooth. So that's what you got to do, man. Just lock in. Every man should just get uncomfortable for a year to 2 years and stay consistent in what you do, whether it's purpose, job, fitness, goals. Just stay consistent and lock in, bro. You're going to see a lot of benefits from that, and you're going to enjoy your life more and more each and every day that you wake up. Boy K Fuego, man.